right, Aries. Okay, so this is going to be a general read from February 14th through the 28th. So we have I don't know, guys, you guys have been struggling a lot with the relationship in the past. So I kind of want to see how this month is going to go for you. I know that you've been really, really focused on that. So let's just see how this goes. You have been working really hard at work still. That was pretty much in the same reading. The last reading it said, like, okay, you had a hermit-like energy, and you've been using all of your energy to just focus on work. And that seems to be the same case for you. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. So you may have someone who is loving, who is a business owner in her own right, or someone who's working on their own business. Someone that's in your life right now. Now, if this is not a person of interest, then this is going to be you. Maybe you're starting your own business. Maybe you've been looking into that to see how that situation can go for you. But this is a woman energy, so maybe you're feeling really vulnerable in your new endeavor. Okay? So you're working hard, and it could be working hard at your new business, and it's making you feel vulnerable. Okay? You also have the Seven of Pentacles. So the hard work that you're putting into the situation is going to pay off, okay? Ironically enough, I don't see a lot about a relationship right now, which I think is interesting. How do we get here? Success. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, nonetheless, it's like you're working hard and you're going to be successful. That's basically what it is. Like, you've been working really hard and you're going to be successful. Now, there is going to be a coming together with the Four of Rods here. All right. You're really struggling with your relationship and how things were going. And I feel like now that I think there's been a shift in energy on and where you've been placing all of your energy. And like we said, like I mentioned in the previous energy, you have been focusing a lot on work and less on relationships. But here at the same time, there is a woman energy here. Okay, so there could possibly be a coming together with this woman here. And this could be a person from your past. So this could be a person, maybe you try to reconcile your relationship with the person that, and I'm not going to say you guys officially broke up. Maybe you just went on a break. Because I'm not feeling like you guys really broke up. And I think this is more pertaining to the person in the past. Like, this is not a new energy here. This represents someone who is in a relationship, who's married. So maybe you guys decided, if this is a relationship. So if not in a relationship, okay, you've been working really hard at work and things are going to manifest and they're going to come together, right? If you are in a relationship, it seems like you and the person that you were with in the past maybe went on a small break. And I can't say small, but in the big picture of the relationship, you guys went on a small break. And you've been thinking about her, right? And then there may be a coming together. Maybe if you guys called off the engagement, maybe y'all will work things out and you may be engaged again. But let's get some clarification of these cards here. All right, so for the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Rods. So basically, everything that you've been focusing on, everything that you have manifested, especially when it comes to your work life, it's going to be There's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a fresh start. And if it is with the business, it's going to be very promising. Oh, let's get clarification of this Queen of Pentacles energy. Oh, I really want this. Okay. So you have the Three of Cups. So basically, when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, it seems like you guys kind of hashed it out. And then maybe you guys had like a random like drunk sex moment and were like, oh man, I don't know why I got that. But yeah, I'm thinking that it was like drunk sex moment. And you guys kind of like got back on track of how you guys really want the relationship to go. But nonetheless, when it comes to the relationship, there has been a dynamic shift, so to speak. Things aren't going to be the same way that they were before going into this relationship. It seems like you guys are going to be a little bit more open. If that makes any sense. All right, so you have the Seven of Pentacles, clarification for that. You have the Nine of Cups. So as I mentioned, when it comes to the business, it's going to be very successful. You're going to be at a place where maybe you're able to give more, give back. Maybe to like an organization. Or helping kids in some way. Like, I don't know if it's like a Boys and Girls Club, or you're helping out, or you have plans to help out the kids for the summer, doing whatever activity you're giving back. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like money. It could be time that you're giving to the kids, or time that you're giving to a person who would love your time. Okay. Now to get clarification for the Four of Rods. I think you're at a point where you're finally trying to step up, as if you were on the fence. It's like you're finally trying to step up as a man or a woman if you're in a relationship or just left one and it was really difficult for you. It seems like you're trying to step up as a man so that you can have a balance. Okay, sorry, this just came to me, so I'm just going to say it. If it applies to you, fantastic, and if it doesn't, all right. So it seems like in the process of you stepping up and trying to build this family with this person, you came to a point where you realize that maybe it's just sex. But nonetheless, since you've already committed to the situation and found some form of balance in it, and I told you there's going to be a dynamic switch in the relationship, you're still moving forward because you're able to control the situation in the way you want it to be. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it seems like you're sticking around in this relationship because you can control how it goes, how it flows, in a sense. And that control in and of itself is allowing you, it makes you, it's like you have harmony in that because you have the control, because you have like that emperor mentality, like you have that authority that you naturally crave. So yeah, so since you're able to kind of manipulate the situation, I'm not saying that you manipulate the whole situation, I'm not saying that you're a narcissist or anything like that, I'm saying that since you're able to kind of get your way when it comes to the person here, that may be a reason why you're sticking around, because you have that control. And that's what you naturally crave, is the control. Oh, again, you have the Two of Cups. And then you had the Two of Cups in the last reading as well. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So you have the harmony, you have the coming together, and it's solidified. So the Four Rods and the Two of Cups basically states the same thing. You have the harmony, you have the coming together, the union, spiritual bond, with a person who is a loving and devoted mother. And there's also going to be like good and happy times in there. There's a lot of cups going around here. Maybe you guys are going to start coming from a situation where you had a third party energy with Three of Cups here. Maybe you and your partner were speaking to other people. And when it comes down to it, maybe you guys are going to finally say, okay, if we're actually going to make this relationship work, if we're going to get engaged, if we're going to get married, if this is what we actually want to do, we got to set the third cup back. We got to set that down. It can't be a part of the situation. And that could be the dynamic switch that may happen in your life here, because now there's only Two of Cups and you guys are looking at each other and there's not as much going on, if that makes any sense. All right, and then you also have the High Priestess. Okay. Third party energy. And the High Priestess, it just seems like y'all keep going back and forth. It's like you're like, I want to be committed to this person, and then you're like, oh, but this girl over here on the side. It's like you're so wishy-washy, and it's making my stomach hurt. It's making my stomach hurt because you really don't know what you want. All right. So, and it seems like this is exactly right. Okay. Okay. Let's sum this up really quickly. All right. So you've been working really hard. You've been working really hard. And I think here's the thing. I think you've been working really hard to try to decide what you want. Because you've been juggling with two people for a while. And it's like you've had one person on the back burner while you're actively looking and talking to someone else. And you're trying to juggle and the foundation of this situation is the Three of Cups, because you've had the third party energy, because you've had someone out there who is a third party. And I feel like, and you know the person that you broke up with, or you know the person that you were or are in a relationship with, you know that they're a good, devoted mother and willing to work on this situation with you. It's not as if they don't want to. If anything, they're sad that it didn't work out the way that they expected it to. And now you're at a place where I think you kind of broke through the vulnerable level when y'all had like that intimate night when you guys were extremely intoxicated or something happened. That's what I'm getting. Okay, you guys had a drunken night, and it kind of allowed both of you guys to be vulnerable. which made you feel like, okay, maybe there is hope for this relationship. And so then you have the Two of Cups, okay? So this is working, but you've been juggling these two energies here. And if you want to be more specific, you've been juggling these two. So you've been juggling the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess, right? These two women you've been juggling. You've been working hard, third party, juggling these two energies, right? But it's like you're at a point where you're like, okay, so should I invest in my energy in the Two of Cups and just focus on the person I'm in a relationship with? But at the same time, you have the High Priestess here. And I think there also is some form of like sexual tension. Maybe sex, when it comes to the High Priestess, obviously is a little bit more easy. You don't have to really work for it. And I think that both of these people here that you are juggling, they sense each other. They're very aware of each other in a sense. Like, it's not like they don't know. And it seems like they both keep looking in the past about... It seems like they both have the same expression on their face. Like, they're waiting around, they're sad, they're trying to figure things out. And all the while, you're just like, whatever. I have my cake and eat it too, I'm good. But here's the thing though. While you think that you can have your cake and eat it too, and you think that you can just throw your cups wherever they can go, and you feel like you're financially sound to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, all of this energy that you have here, this toxic energy, all this third party bull BS, and it could be on both sides. It could be like the person you're talking to and you, because anyways, there's, at the end of the day, right? I'm sorry, I guess I could have explained these cards. This is the past, present, and the future, right? So the past, it could have been like, okay, I want to have a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles. Your present is like, okay, maybe I should just move on and speak to the High Priestess, and then overall you're going to have death. And I think with the Death card, it's going to really, I really don't think that you'll have either one. I think that you'll end up working on yourself, because someone's going to walk away from the situation. Yeah, someone's walking away. So whoever you felt like you had harmony with, whoever you felt like it was gonna be like an easy coming together. And I really think it might be the High Priestess. So the third party person, they're walking away from the situation. They're leaving it. So I don't know, Aries, but you got to get your stuff together, sweetie. But that's the bottom line. So Aries, you're really trying to figure out how to maneuver through this third party energy. I don't know. I don't think this death energy is something that you purposely caused, but I feel like because you've been juggling, and I feel like both of the people that you spoke to or are in some form of relationship with know that you've been juggling, and they're at this point, they're like, I'm done. Especially the High Priestess. I think the High Priestess is like, okay, I'm good to go. Like, I'm not worried about this anymore. Right? Alright, so let's get, what does the universe want you to know? So from the past, So basically, the relationship that you're in, the universe wants to let you know. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the higher good of all. And going forward, the universe would like you to know, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And I think when it comes to I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness, I think you have to always keep in mind that it's when you look at the bigger picture of everything, and like you have to realize it's not just about you. Your actions affect everyone else. So you have to be mindful of how you think, how you communicate, what your next move is, because you can't sit here and try to play checkers when it's a chess game. So, Aries, be blessed.